Hello future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. In this video, I'm going to discuss three problems in engineering economy, particularly on annuity. So I hope that through this video, your knowledge in engineering economy will be enhanced further, thereby preparing you to your respective endeavors in your chosen field of uh, chosen engineering field. So, first problem, on January 1, 2019, AAS company agreed to pay Zenzen $250 at the end of each month for 4 years in return for a loan. Nothing was paid until January 2025. What should be paid then if Zenzen stipulates that money was worth 6% compounded monthly up to January 1, 2023, and 9% compounded monthly thereafter. So take note that AS company should pay at the end of each month for 4 years, but January 1, 2019 to January 1, 2025, take note that that is 6 years. So from January 1, 2019 to January 2023, money is worth 6% compounded monthly. So supposedly at the end of January 1, 2023, that should be the end of the payment, but it extends up to January 1, 2025. So Shenzhen uh, demanded that AS, AES company should pay a single amount at this period. So therefore, if you're going to analyze, we have equal payments of $250 each per month for 4 years, so up to January 2023. So that would be 4 times 12, 12 times 4, 48 payments. Then that single amount, which is the amount or the future worth of annuity, should be projected further by 1 plus I to the n, where n in that time 1 plus I2 rather raised to n2, where n at that time is, so that's 2 years from January 1, 2023 to January 1, 2025. So 2 times 12, 24. So that would be the 78. I'll call that F sub 78. So therefore, the single amount, which is F72, not F78, is equal to F48, and F48 is A over I, quantity 1 plus I to the n minus 1. Then after computing F48, we project that 2 years further. So that would be F72. F72 is F48 times 1 plus I2 raised to 24. So F is A over I, 1 plus I to the n minus 1. So F 48 is 250 over 0.005 times quantity, where 0.005 is 0.06 divided by 12, so 0.005. Then quantity 1.005 to the 48. 48 is 12 times 4 years, then minus 1. So F48 is equal to 13,524.46 dollars. Then F72 is F48 1 plus I2 raised to N2. I2 is 0.09 divided by 12, and that would be 0.075, and N2 is, so that is 2 years, 2 times 12 is 24. So F72 13,524.46, F48 times 1 plus 0.0075. So 0.09 divided by 12 is 0.0075 raised to 24. So F72, or F, is equal to $16,181. So this is supposedly the amount that AES company should pay in January 1, 2025. So we proceed to the next problem. A $1,000 bond promises coupon payments of $40. These coupon payments are called interest at the end of each 6 months for 25 years, and a final additional payment of $1,000 at the end of 25 years. How much is the bond worth today to an investor who considers money worth 6% compounded semi-annually? So let's focus first on 42B. So imagine that we have semi-annual payments of $40 up to 25 years, and at the end of 25 years, another single amount called the face value of the bond of $1,000. So therefore, the present value of this bond is equal to the present worth of $40,000 for $40,000 each at the end of each 6 months for 25 years. This is present worth of annuity, then plus present worth of $1,000, which occurs 25 years after. So that's $1,000 divided by 1 plus I to the power 50, where 50 is 2 times 25. M is 2 here. So every 2 compound periods per year. So times 25, so 50. Same is true with the N for the present worth of annuity. So for the formula, it is A over I, quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus I to the negative N, plus F over 1 plus I to the N. So substituting, where I is equal to I is 0.06 divided by 2, so that's 0.03. So P is 40 over 0.03, quantity 1 minus 1.03 to the negative 50, plus 1,000 over 1.03 to the 50. So using the calculator, P is $1,257. Then for part B, same problem, but same bond, $1,000 bond promises a coupon payments of $35 at the end of each 6 months for 20 years, and a final redemption payment of $1,050 at the end of 20 years. So present worth of semi-annual interest of $35 at 8% compounded semi-annually. So I is 0.04, 0.08 over 2. 20 years, so N is 40. And present worth of $1,050 at the end of 20 years. So it's similar here. We just replace 40 by 35 and I 0.04 this time, and N is 40, and this is 1,050. So 35 over 0.04, quantity 1 minus 1.04 to the negative 40, then 1,050 over 1.04 to the 40. So that would be equal to $911.45. Then 42C, find the unknown payments for the data A. Annual payments for 20 years, present value $5,000 at 0.03 meaning to say 3% compounded annually. So it will not change. N is 20. So present worth of annuity, use that formula there. I directly solve it. So it is equal to $5,000 divided, present value is 5,000. So 5,000 equals A over 0.03, quantity 1 minus 1.03 to the negative 20. So solving for A is 336.0 something dollars. Then 42 CB, quarterly payments for 9.5 years, amount meaning future worth $3,000 at 4% compounded quarterly. So it matches with this payment because this is quarterly payment. So I is 0.04 over 4, 0.01. Then N is 4 times 9.5 years. So that's 38. Substitute into the future worth of annuity, which is this. So 3,000 equals A over 0.01, quantity 1.01 to the 38 minus 1. So A is equal to that. Then finally, monthly payments for 7.5 years, amount $6,000 at 0.05% compounded quarterly. So I is 0.05 over 12. Future worth is $6,000. So use the same formula. 6,000 equals A over 0.05 over 12, quantity 1 plus 0.05 over 12 to the 90, where 90 is 9.5 times 12, then minus 1. Solving for A is equal to that value. So that's it for this video.